USA at least.
At least the USA.
We know that much.
Oh, Indiana.
Indiana? Oh, okay. Hometown homie.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with fech, but we'll see how this goes.
And Chad also Indiana right here, so trying to familiarize ourselves with some of these this new blood coming out to these tournaments. The Works is definitely a great tournament, you know, to start showing up to.
Absolutely. If you're someone on the borderline of coming to in-person Smash Brothers events, definitely make the trek out here to Fort Wayne for these
Odyssey tournaments,
events.
man.
They're just insanely accommodating to not only new players but everyone. And that's gonna be almost a dead Diddy, but I highly recommend coming out. If you're on the fence or anything, you should definitely come out to an Odyssey event. You'll have a blast.
Never not had a great time at an Odyssey event.
Yeah, never.
Straight up, that's just how it is.
It's just how it is.
So right here, general lead here for Chad in this this top 64 losers qualifier right here, as we're on PS2.
Ooh.
That upbeat was scary, by the way.
I like that upbeat to get out of the blame beam range.
Oh, the little dip right there.
Yeah.
Dude, I never know when that move is gonna hit the stage and you're gonna explode.
Dude, I don't either. I really don't get it at all. It just happens sometimes, and you just kind of accept it.
I've seen some absurd up-Bs grab the ledge and not hit the stage and blow up. And I'm like, like to this day, I will never understand like the parameters of what makes that move operate.
Me either.
It just kind of is an up-B, so it seems. Speaking of up-Bs, that up-B out of shield, by the way, that is Cloud in a nutshell.
Busted, broken, got it. Next game. Thank you.
I feel like Diddy Kong as a character also generally loves to play around, you know, being on shield and like out of shield as well, especially when the banana is in play.
Oh yeah.
Like being able to trip somebody up with the banana or just have that constant note of pressure is a really big part of Diddy Kong's general game plan.
No jump. Tough. That's hard to come back from there if you're not fully prepared for it. But Chad seems to be kind of running away with this game. It just seems like fech is having issues finding some footing here.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit of a combo started with that forward air into side B. Not quite enough percent for that to link in a true way, so to speak. But you see a lot of fech trying to land with these neutral layers, trying to get the combo started that way. But not quite enough in a position where Chad isn't able to just react to fech being in that space. And Cloud with a sword, you know, dash back Daryl of a character, if you ask me. You know, especially with that forward tilt, as we saw, up B, to mention a few options there.
Chad grabbing the banana, looking for some shenanigans, but not able to find it.
We're going as soon as Cloud gets that that speed upgrade from the limit, I mean, you got to give that character so much more credit as far as the space that they can cover. Blade beam, you got to catch, you know, can't get caught holding on the ledge right there, especially with that limit blade beam active. Man.
Hits below the ledge and kills you.
It 2 frames, no less. Like a killing projectile that 2 frames. You do not have to commit to throwing out a kill option on the recovery. What a concept.
Whoa. We're watching Super Ash play Street Fighter right next to the setup. It looks crazy. Ed is so cool.
Dude, that game offline is like kind of nuts, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Because I only ever see it online.
The the 110 hours I have in that game, I've only played online. Literally, I've played it in person twice.
Oh my god.
That game's fire though, but it's also crazy.
That game is like a completely different, you know, bag of tricks as far as like being good at fighting games goes.
Dude, it's like that game sucks too. Tribrush is so annoying. That game is really cool though, but I understand the frustrations with it. I just didn't want to commit the time to it anymore. But I had a lot of fun with that game.
Oh yeah, that's kind of how I was with Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
You know,
like personally, I don't have anything like super negative to say about Street Fighter 6. The time that I spent on that game, I had an absolute blast with.
Oh yeah. Speaking of blast, Chad kind of blasting off with the lead in this second game right here. 70% on the first stock.
Chad is kind of entering what we like to call around these parts as game mode.
Ooh.
Where you just, you know, you feel like you have a 0 input delay connection with your character.
It's true. Chad definitely gets the picture.
Absolutely.
Right here, as far as the vibe goes.
He definitely gets the big picture mode.
It's true. There's so many layers at play nobody knows about. Here we go. You gotta be really careful as well when you're trying to pull out these the bananas. You know, we saw a little bit of a side B off stage there from fech. And forward tilt on the neutral get up right there. And again, that up B is scary. Almost, it looks like would have got hit by the tail end of that blade beam before the up B actually was able to dip down. But we saw the up smash able to get the kill for fech, bringing it back to even stocks, but 114 and rising on the percent. You're off stage up against a Cloud. That's a scary spot to be in, but you can still definitely
that's the classic, dude. Back air F tilt.
Yep.
That's actually the most privileged thing in the whole world.
That's the wall of pain.
Absolute privilege,
It is
dude.
the wall of pain in this game.
Just Cloud things, dude. Nothing better than gimping a Cloud. Sorry, Cloud players. I have to just say it. And I don't even like hate Cloud. That's the thing.
Is like, Cloud is one of those characters where there is a very clear dynamic between Cloud the character and Cloud the players.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Chad's really running away with this set.
You can tell a lot about how somebody is as a person by the way they play Cloud, even if they don't play Cloud.
It's true. It's true.
You know?
It's true. It's like a great equalizer. You can really, really learn some things about someone when you watch them play Cloud.
Because, you know, we've all heard the pocket Cloud jokes. We've all heard that, but it's real.
It is real.
Everybody has a pocket Cloud. If you don't have a pocket Cloud, you just don't know that you do.
Yeah. You haven't tried yet. You haven't even attempted to pilot the character.
And it will tell anybody more about you as a player than you playing your main, is the way that you play Cloud. That's just how it is.
It's true. I actually really love playing Cloud. He's very fun.
He's such a cool character. Like, he's a cool guy character.
He's so cool. He's fun. He's handsome. He's awesome. He's poggers. And here we go. Game 3. Chad's up 2-0. Let's see if fech can, retrieve some of the bananergy and get back into this game.
It's true. See if fech can unlock that game mode.
See if fech can...
Smashville for this game 3.
Whatever. I'm not
Smashville for this game 3. We are switching up the stage a little bit.
But, yeah. Here we go. Chad still looks like he's frying crazy.
Oh, here we go. That's what you got to be careful of.
Didn't have enough time to get that dip to avoid the blade beam.
And I think the jump right before the up B is actually really what did it in right there. You got to have the discipline to be comfortable with your recovery off stage without having to use your double jump in the first place. Because having the double jump right there after getting gimped out of your barrels definitely saves your life right there.
For sure.
And even in a position where you were, like, being able to up B without using your jump, still definitely doable. Once again,
you hate to see that.
Same deal, not having your jump off stage. Diddy Kong is definitely a character where you have to have your recovery resources, like, seriously locked in on what is available to you. Because, one wrong side B, one, wrong up B, or getting hit out of your up B without a jump that'll do it at, percents that will make Little Mac jealous.
Yeah,
For
sure. For sure.
Right here, Chad just holding on to this limit, gonna let it rip, get a quick little bit of percent right here off the top. I'm really appreciating the way that Chad is like taking advantage of the openings that he's finding in the way that fech is playing.
Good spot dodge.
Like, as soon as Chad sees the opening of, like, okay, I can maybe get this dash attack, I can back air in a certain way that'll let me, find a forward air, or a forward tilt rather, whatever it might be. Chad's really starting to figure these out and is really taking inches and getting miles out of it.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. The deal.
Oh. Here we go, banana in hand. Not quite getting it off stage though, but the limit is on deck. Up smash.
Up
He's gonna be able to do it, though.
Gonna take the first stock here for fech.
This is a mountain to climb though.
This is a giant mountain to climb, but if there's anyone who can do it, it's fech, I believe.
And with the way that Chad has been playing, you really have to put in this work. Keep your this is tournament life right here for fech. This is for the marbles, and the marbles get down aired at the end of the day. Was that the ledge regrab?